Is baseball and the sectional championship, if you will, the Sweet 16 of baseball. Everybody else has already decided. The winner of this game will play Edwardsville, the Edwardsville Tigers, same team they played last year, and defeated and eventually finished second in state, hoping to do something that no other New Trier team has ever done, and that is go 2 years in a row down to the state. They're introducing the teams, and let's get them. And we're set to begin the sectional championship game. The Sweet 16 of baseball. Leading it off for the Trevians, Chris Busby. Busby, Gelber, and Pritz, as always. All three played on last year's championship team down at Elstrom. Finished second in the state down in Geneva. And we're set to get underway. Hoping to accomplish two things that no New Trier baseball team has done. Go downstate back-to-back. And also simply finish in the gold with a trophy, hopefully a state trophy. As we said, they're now ranked number 1. There's a strike, 1-1 to Busby. Also, this would be a first if they do it. It'd be the first time that in basketball and baseball the Trevians have made it to the Elite 8 of the sport. Strike 2. 1-2 the count to Busby. Gelber and Pritz due up here in the top half of the first inning. Pitch is low, a ball. Again, we're shooting through the screen today. Swinging a pop-up foul. So you will occasionally see bits of the backstop, as you see there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Chris Busby. Bat now. Busby takes a timeout here. 2-2 the count to Busby. Now the pitch on the way, high a ball, and we go full. Morley on the mound. Tim Morley, left-hander. Trevians always have trouble hitting against left-handers. Delivery, swinging a hot shot, foul down the line. Down that right field line. And again, Busby takes a timeout. Counts full, 3-2. Leadoff batter. I don't know that Stevenson has much in the way of a bullpen. Strike 3, caught him on the inside corner. 1 up, 1 down. And here's Andrew Gelber. So here's Andrew Gelber to bat. That third baseman playing on the infield grass, trying to cut down all possibilities of bunt singles, but also should make it easier for the Trevians to possibly get one by him. Strike 1. There you see that third baseman flipping in. High fly ball. Center fielder Simons takes it for the out. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down, and here's Brian Pritz. And Pritz has just been in an awful batting slump. He's been taking a lot of pitches. Has not been hitting well. This year, Trevian's not getting the long ball like they did last year. There's a strike. But a couple of positions where they had some question marks coming in have certainly been filled quite effectively. That being catcher, second base, and right field, particularly. And, of course, over at left field. And the designated hitter. Also, were kind of positions that were kind of up for grabs. And Luke Sunheim, as a designated hitter, has come up with some very key hits. A little squibber foul. Sunheim done an excellent job. And Brian Rogers, moving from the infield out to the outfield, got a chance to play every day, proved himself. High fly ball on the run. And again, Simon's over there to have it for the out. In the inning, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We go to the bottom half of the first. No score. Rogers, Pritz, and Geary defensively out in the outfield. Infield of Sharp, Gelber, Busby, and Loddick at first. There he is. And Marte as the catcher. And Eric Wilson, who's become the ace of this pitching staff of the Trevians. Very low ERA. Despite being hit rather hard the last couple of games, he gave up 3 gopher balls in his 3 previous games here. Or was it 4? No, I believe it's, I think I'm right at 3. So the Trevians ace has given up more runs in the last 3 games than he did in the previous 8. There's a strike. But he's come up with the victory each time. Simons leads it off, center fielder. Swinging a little squibber foul. Simon, Morley, and DeMarco due up for the Stevenson Patriots. Strike 3. Caught him looking. H-team now. Leadoff man's been struck out. Here's Tim Morley, the pitcher today. Pitches low ball. Trevians always have trouble with left-handed pitchers this year. That's a ball. Now they pitch. In the dirt, a ball. Inside and a walk. So first base runner of the ball game, Morley, on via the walk, and here's DeMarco. Got a courtesy runner. Here's DeMarco. So run around at first. There's a strike. Nipping at the corners. Like to see that early. Like to see it any time in a ball game. Ground ball picked up by Gelber. Flips and not in time to first. Fielder's choice. Gelber to Busby on the fielder's choice. Two out, one aboard at first. Todd Reichert, the batter. Swing at the base, strike. Todd Reichert bats. Swing and a high pop-up. Shallow right. Geary coming in from right field. Calls it for the out. And the inning over. In the inning, no runs. No hits, a walk. And a man left at the end of one. We've got no score. And we'll be back with more right after. And welcome back. There's some of the crowd here today. Matt Loddick to lead it off. So Loddick, Sharp, and Prince do up. Loddick. This is the time of year where he starts really lighting things up, usually. In a season, there's a strike. Now the delivery on the way. Yeah, swing and a ground ball right to the first baseman. One up, one down. Beat it into the ground a little bit. Here's Matt Sharp. Luke Sundheim on deck. Matt Sharp, the batter. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike.
Next week? I didn't see him here.
Sharp.
It's a ball to Matt Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp.
Foul ball, back and out of play. Morley, the 6'1" junior, strike three. And there are two down. Here's Luke Sundheim, the designated hitter for the Trevians. Playing that infielder in takes away the bunt single, which is kind of what Stevenson decided to do after watching the game against Oak Park. The bunt singles for the Trevians kind of in fact, beat them. Foul ball back, out of play. 2-1 ball game. A couple of bunt singles were the key to that victory over Oak Park that got the Trevians here to this game. There's a pitch low, a ball. I think they thought he went. No. Two out, nobody on. Top of the second. That's a ball low. Now the delivery. Swing and a foul ball. Back and out of play. Now the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up foul. Again, down the line, out of play. The count remains at deuces in the second inning. And another one. Well, something of a dilemma for Peter Harper. If the Trevians win today, Harper is planning on was a member of the music group that's going to China. They leave this coming weekend in real time, right in the middle of the baseball championships. And he'll have to make a decision which one he's going to go to. Ground ball, picked up by the second baseman over the first, and another 1-2-3 inning. In the inning for the Trevians, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Morley struck out 2. We go to the bottom half of the second. Some of the crowd here today. I don't think unlike previous years, with a game like this, I don't think we have anything to worry about the crowds in this game. Wilson on the mound for the Trevians. The ace of the staff. What do you want to see in a game like this? Here's Chris Steele. Now the pitch on the way. Curves in there for a strike. Beauty. Strike 1. 0-1. Strike 2. To Steele. Boy, these are the type of games where you get to this time of the season. Swing a little ground ball right on the line. Picked up by Sharp fair. Throws in time. And 1 up, 1 down. A nice job by Sharp fielding that right along the line and able to come up with it and make a nice throw. Sharp to Loddick, and there's 1 away. And here's Will Rawlings. Will Rawlings. It's a strike. Strike 1.
Hey, Chris.
So the Trevians got a game where one mistake can cost you. Fly ball to dead away center and taken by Brian Pritz. Shifting over just a little bit towards right. We have it for the out. And here is Justin Hackman. 2 up, 2 down. There's a strike on the outside corner. High pop-up, foul, and out of play. When you don't have a lot of depth in the pitching staff, you got to leave pitchers in there a little bit longer than you probably want to. You have to throw a few more pitches than you'd want to pitcher to go. Almost until they just can't throw anymore. There's a ball low. Where the Trevians don't have that problem. Strike three. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And we'll be back with more as we go to the third with no score. And we go to the top of the third inning. Ryan Rogers to lead it off. And the pitch on the way to Rogers. Strike one. These two teams met once during the regular season at the Trevians field this year. And New Trier came out real flat in that ball game. And the shortstop today, Matt Price, pitched a beautiful ball game and won that one. Strike three, and Rogers is out on strikes. Third strikeout of the ball game for the lefty Tim Morley. And here's Tommy Geary. Tommy Geary bats. Third inning. Pitches high, a ball. There's a strike. 1-1. So far, Morley pitching a perfect game. Pitches low ball. That's not true for Eric Wilson. He did walk a batter in the first. But both teams going with the no-hitter. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a high pop-up. Price going for it. Has it for the out. 2 down, and here's Steve Marte, the number 9 hitter in the Trevians lineup. 8 up and 8 down to start off the ball game for the Trevians. 2 down. Foul ball down the left field line. There you see that third baseman, just how shallow he is playing. Now the delivery. There's a ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. Ball outside. Two out, top of the third. No score. Swinging a high bounder, and that's going to go foul. So Marte hanging in there. You know, one of the ideas here that New Trier should well consider is if they can foul as many off as they can and get to that bullpen of Stevenson's. There's a base hit to left. First hit of the ball game, a single by Steve Marte, and with 2 out, runner aboard. And Peter Harper the Trevians leading base stealer, on at first. The look to first, the delivery. Strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 0-1. 2 out. Again, the look to first. The throw over there. And Harper back. Chris Busby. Andrew Gelber on deck. And again, and this time they got the runner. Here's the throw right into the tag, and that takes care of that. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We'll be back with more. No, we won't. We'll continue on here. Going to the bottom half of the third. I'm so used to the Trevians being the home team. 1-3-6 on the putout.
Thanks for helping us out.
There's a ball. As Matt Price. That's swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-2. 0-2. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul ball. Down the right field line. Down in the corner. Out in the street. Fly ball. Geary over in the near the foul line. He has it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here in the third. Low ball. Zanchelli takes a ball. Ground ball right to Gelber. Gelber over to Loddick. In plenty of time. And quickly. 2 down. And here's Tyler Simons. The speedy center fielder for the Patriots. Fouls one off for strike 1. Well, this is the time of year when we kind of, once again, as you get to the playoffs, you got to kind of figure out what on earth we are going to be watching here as the regular viewers, because we have seasons kind of backing up on each other. The summer season with the spring season now. And as long as the Trevians are in the playoffs, we will certainly be covering them. And then in real time next week, the American Legion baseball gets underway. Now the delivery by Wilson. Swing and a miss. And the inning over. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3, we still ain't got no score. We'll be back with more. Glad to have you here on the network. Some of the crowd here today watching the game. Some of the grandparents and so on. Leading it off for the Trevians, Busby. He gets a full new at bat. He was at bat when Harper got picked off first, and so Busby gets a full new plate appearance. Delivery on the way. High and outside a ball. This has been a case this spring. Everyone contributing. Swing and a miss, strike. Been a little bit of everybody playing key parts in the Trevian success this spring. That's one nice thing about a team that in name they've got a superstar, but in actual activity there's a little bit of everybody contributing as the season goes along. Foul ball back. Trevians, no runs on one hit. Stevenson, no runs and no hits. Fourth inning. So far, Morley has faced the minimum. Delivery on the way. Swing and a ground ball. Knocked down by the third baseman. Throws to first in time. And there's one away. And here's Andrew Gelbert. Gave it a pretty good ride, but kind of skied it a little bit. Enough time for Simons to get over to it in the first inning. I think both Gelber and Pritz have been lunging at pitches a little bit. Pitches low ball. Now the pitch on the way. High a ball. Fourth inning. Obviously without a lot of hittings, but a fairly snappy ball game. Pitches inside corner for a strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This time the right fielder waits for it. Has it for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth. And here's Brian Pritz. Pritz is leading home run hitter for the Trevians, but that happened earlier in the season. And ever since about the 15th of May, he's really been struggling at the plate, going deep to the count. There's a strike. Outside a ball. Out of pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Right fielder coming in. Has it for the out. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Out 1, 2, 3. And through 4, Tim Morley has faced the minimum. And Morley leads it off here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Morley, DeMarco, and Reichert due up. Now the pitch on the way in their first strike. Wilson delivers. Ball curved inside and low. Nice drop off to it, but did a little bit too soon. There's a strike. Now the pitch on the way. Ooh, didn't miss by much, but it is outside a ball. And the count evens up at deuces. Delivery on the way by Wilson. Low a ball. The count goes full. Full count to Tim Morley, the pitcher today for the Patriots. They're not using a designated hitter today. Delivery on the way. Foul ball back. Count remains full. Now the pitch. Line shot down the line, base hit single. First hit of the ball game for the Patriots, and here's DeMarco. We've got a courtesy runner. Paul Eckerman. So Ackerman, courtesy runner, throw to first, runner back. High pop-up, and Gelber calls for it, hands it on the left field grass. Out number one, and here's Reichert. Go to first. Ackerman back. Todd Reichert. Delivery on the way. High pop-up, shallow. Gary on the run, nice catch. And let's watch that one again. Good catch down the line. And two out, here's Chris Steele. Runner on at first. There's a strike. Go to first, runner back. Strike two. There goes the runner. There's the throw down there, not in time, stolen base. So Ackerman running for Morley on at second. Two out. Go to second, runner back. In the dirt, gets away, drop third strike. Marte overthrows to first, not in time, ball gets away. And now they've got Ackerman caught in And Laddick with the putout. Wow. Chicago Sports Network. Well, let's look at to lead off the inning. The Trevians. Two sensational plays early on. One by Gary running over down the baseline and catching that fly ball in foul territory by Reichert. And then followed up by Matt Laddick. Freezing the runner between the bases and then running over and making the tag. Delivery, high fly ball, foul on a play.
Straighten it out, Matt. Straighten it out.
Strike one. Now they pitch. Foul tip. Got a little piece of it. 0-2 to Laddick. Now the pitch. And he's hit. Fastball right in the back. So Laddick on with a hit batsman. Here's Matt Sharp. Matt Sharp bats. Laddick on at first. Throw to first. Laddick back. There's a bunt. Push past the mound. Tried to tag him. No. And a fielder's choice. Well, let's watch that one again. All right. No hits here. And here's Luke Sunheim, the designated hitter for the Trevians. Now the pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball. Picked up, the throw in time, and he moves the runners along with a little 6-3 ground out. So 2 aboard, and here's Brian Rogers. Rogers bats. George Martin's here. Got all his pennies in the jar. Runners on. At second and third for the Trevians. One out. There's a strike. Strike one. Laddick on at third. Game like this, I'd almost try a suicide squeeze. Maybe hope Rogers gets it up in the air. One or the other. A ball to Brian Rogers. Tommy Geary on deck. Now the pitch on the way. No. Morley steps off. Trevians have had a very difficult time this year dealing with left-handed pitchers in the dirt. Bunt foul. Nice idea. But a foul ball, and that takes away the bunt opportunity. 1-2. 1-2 the count. Now the pitch. Whoops. Got clunked on the helmet. 2-hit batsman. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And chance for the Trevians to dent the plate a little bit. He's holding his shoulder, but I thought that got him right on the helmet. So the bases are loaded. You talk too much. Taking a little stroll out there. You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you never seen. You talk about people. Bases are loaded. Here's Tommy Geary. Tommy with a chance to be a hero here. Takes the ball low, gets away from Riker. Not far enough for Loddick to come on home. That's a ball, 1-0. Again, a reminder, we shoot through the backstop here, only because there aren't any other place to shoot from. Now the pitch on the way, a pop-up foul. One and one the count. Fifth inning. Each team, no runs on 1 hit. Now the delivery. Goes to bunt. They said he touched that. Foul ball. A little piece of it. One and two. Tommy Geary. And again, the strikeout. The bunt opportunity, suicide squeeze opportunity gone. Bases loaded. Strike 3. Caught him looking at an outside curve. Curve back over the plate. And there are 2 down. And here is Steve Marte. Marte with the lone hit of the ball game for the Trevians. In the third, batting here in the 5th now. 2-hit batsman and fielder's choice. And the Trevians have the bases loaded with 2 out. High pop-up. Foul, giving chase, won't get to it. Foul ball, strike 1. Now the wind and the delivery. There's a strike. Good pitch right down the middle. And Marte a bit frustrated by that one. Good pitch. Now the delivery by Morley. Fly ball, foul, giving chase, and won't get there either. Marte trying to slap it to left, obviously. In the outfield playing in. Infield now back to the regulation depth. Ball just a little outside. And the Patriot faithful a little upset with that one. And I would be too. Didn't miss by much. Inside a ball, and the count goes full. Full count on Marte. Bases loaded. 2 out. 5th inning. Strike 3. So here's Rawlings to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Trevians in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits. 2-hit batsman, and 3 left. So Rawlings bats. First pitch on the way. Low in the dirt, a ball. And we play on. Swinging a foul ball down the line. Foul. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Getting to that baseball weather time. Now the pitch. High a ball. Rawlings, Hackman, and Price do up. Will Rawlings. Justin Hackman. Matt Price. Foul ball out of play. Into the new Trier fan contingent. Now the pitch. Oh, just missed. Yeah, on the inside corner, a ball. Well, looks like we're going to have a great pitcher's duel today. On the delivery. Ball 4. Rawlings draws the walk, and here's Hackman. Justin Hackman bats. Goes to bunt, pitches high, but did he offer? They said no, ball. Well, he sure looked like he offered to me. Let's watch it again. See if he offered that bat on this bunt. Is that the umpire wasn't watching it. Because that should have been a strike. In any case, it's a ball. Ah, there's a strike. 1-1 the count to Hackman. Bottom of the 5th. Each team with a hit. No runs. There's a bunt. Picked up by Wilson. The throw to first. Got him for the out. Took a little while. Let's watch that again. Right along the first base line. And Wilson picks it up. And throws to Loddick, kind of low in the dirt. And Loddick had to scoop it up a little bit. And the umpire had to make sure that he caught it. But there you see that low throw, kind of a skip in there. He had it all the way. Second. And 1 out. Swings and sends a fly ball. And it's going to go foul down into the Trevians bullpen, down the right field line. Now Wilson looks back. Delivery. Low ball. Wilson looks back. Delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike. Time called. Price steps out. 1-2 the count. Now the pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. Gary waiting right there for it. Has it for the out. And the runner won't go anywhere. Nice throw all the way down. And on the fly to Matt Sharp. 2 down, and here's Zancelli. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Zancelli grounded out. Gelbert Alodic in the 3rd inning, batting here in the 5th. In the dirt, low and away a ball. Trevians have stranded 3. And Stevenson has stranded 2 in the ball game. 2 out, man on. Throw back to second, the runner there. Eric Wilson, I think that was more a case of trying to get Zancelli a little bit off the timing. Now the look back again, the delivery, and a little foul tip. And it goes back to the backdrop. No errors in the ball game. Great pitcher's duel going on here today. Morley pitched out of a jam of his own making in the top half of this frame. Got him looking. Strike 3. And the inning over. No runs, no hits. A walk and a man left. After 5, we're still tied at 0. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. Here on. We go to the 6th inning, and Chris Busby to lead it off. Busby, Gelber, and Prince. Busby struck out, grounded out 3rd to 1st. Time called. A lot of goose eggs. Now the pitch on the way, in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Trevians have been rather slow in swinging, preferring to go deep into the count. Strike 2. Sixth inning. Now the pitch. High a ball. Deuces to the count. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Look bad. Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down, and here's Andrew Gelbert. Gelbert and Pritz have done the same thing. Both of them flew out to center in the 1st and flew out to right in the 2nd. High pop-up down the line. Foul territory and caught. And here's Brian Pritz. Two out. Brian Pritz aboard is at bat. Aboard in the batter's box. There's a pitch in the dirt. A little shy of the plate. Ball 1. Trevians trying to do something that no new Trier baseball team has ever done. Let's go down state 2 years in a row. It'll be a nice achievement for the seniors that they are the only ones who 2 years in a row made it down to Elfstrom Stadium. Pitches low ball. What would make it even more unique would be the fact that hopefully they can finish in the money and accomplish something that way. Ball 4. And Pritch draws a walk, and here's Matt Loddick. Loddick hit by a pitch in the 5th inning and was left stranded at third and grounded out to the first baseman. So Loddick batting here in the 6th. Throw to first, and Pritz is back. A high pop-up. Right fielder giving chase. Won't get to it. Foul ball. Down that right field line. Loddick steps out. Tim Morley on the mound. Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Through for the base hit single. And Pritch on his way to third. And he'll make it standing up. Second hit of the ball game for the Trevians. Runners on at the corners. And here's Matt Sharp. Matt struck out. Grounded into a force out. Was safe rather on a fielder's choice. When the runner didn't tag Matt Loddick, or appeared to tag him, but they said no. Throw to first, Loddick back. I think that the Patriots are thinking perhaps a double steal. Now again, the throw to first, and again, Loddick back. Now the pitch on the way, in there for a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Sharp batting. Lefty against lefty. Outside and high, a ball. One and one the count. Pritz representing the go-ahead run on at third. Now the pitch. In the dirt, a ball. And Loddick thought of going. Reichert came up with it. And Loddick decided to stay where he was. So runners remain at the corners. With 2 out. 2 and 1 the count to Sharp. Sixth inning. Now the pitch on the way. Strike. And the count evens up at deuces. 2 and 2. 2 out. 2 aboard. Matt Sharp batting. Headed for UCLA this fall. And now, no, Pritt's going to stay, and they'll let Loddick go into second with a stolen base. Zolotic on its second with the stolen base. And here's Matt Sharp continuing to bat. 2-2 the count. High a ball. Count goes full. Luke Sundheim on deck. Now the pitch to Sharp. High pop-up. Foul territory and out of play. Nearly clunked Bill Jost of the Tribune on the head. Trevians now no runs on 2 hits. Stevenson no runs on no. Swing and a miss. Looking bad. And in the inning, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left. Go to the bottom of the 6th. And we still got nothing but goose eggs. Up there. Top of the batting order due up here for the Patriots in the bottom of the 6th. Again, the Trevians having trouble here. They have stranded 5, and all of them in the last 2 innings. Simons sends a pop-up, foul, and no. Geary won't get it this time. Just a strike. Did make a nice catch on Reichert down that foul line. There's a little ground ball picked up by Sharp. The throw in time to Loddick. And 1 up, 1 down. And here's Tim Morley. Morley has been on base, has gotten on base safely twice today. He walked in the 1st and singled in the 4th. And being the pitcher, he's been the designated, had a courtesy runner, Ackerman. Ackerman was the one that got tagged out by Loddick in the 4th. High pop-up, foul, and Sharp over, has it in foul territory. And we may be here a while. There's the group hanging around out in the outfield. I notice Charlie Lutz out there. Here's the pitch. Strike. Lutz played on the championship state hockey team this year for the Trevians. Now the pitch on the way. High a ball. DeMarco, the batter. 2 out, nobody gone. Drew DeMarco. Outside a ball. Now the look in. The sign from Marte. The pitch high, a ball. Reichert on deck. Ball 4, and DeMarco draws a walk. He was safe on a fielder's choice in the 1st and popped out to Gelber. And now here's Reichert. Victim of a sensational catch by Geary in the 4th. Pitches high, a ball. Diving in foul territory to get it for the out. 2 out. DeMarco aboard. And he flew out in the 1st inning to Geary in fair territory. There's a strike. So Eric Wilson and Tim Morley are locked in a great pitcher's duel here. 6th inning, no score. Inside of ball. Didn't miss by much, had him bailing out. Two out. Now they pitch on the way. High fly ball. Reichert flies out to Geary again. And 1-2, in the inning, no runs, no hits. A walk and a man left. We go to the seventh, no score. Crowd here today. Glad to have you with us on the network. Unless the Trevians want to do it in extra innings, gonna have to do it now. We go to the seventh inning. Sundheim, Rogers, and Geary due up. Each team, no runs. Trevians with 2 hits, Stevenson with 1. Trevians have stranded 5, Stevenson 3. There's a strike. Trevians have been struck out 7 times by the lefty Morley. Wilson with 4 strikeouts. Making a ground ball. Slow roller. Picked up, throw in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Brian Rogers. Brian Rogers bats. Pitch is low, a ball. Trevians have made it this far to the sectional championship the last 4 years in a row. Now they pitch on the way to Rogers. Foul ball back. 4 years ago they won it. Won the sectional. Lost in the final 8 to Edwardsville. The year after that, they lost to Oak Park and didn't advance. There's a strike. And then last year, they won it and ended up finishing second in state. An outstanding performance by Matt Loddick last year. He set a record in that championship series, pitches high a ball. And they said they thought Rogers may have swung at that. Let's take a look and see. See if the bat crosses the plane of the plate. It wasn't a full swing. It was kind of a check swing. And we'll have to look and see here. And whether Rogers does in fact go for this. Yeah, looked like he did swing. Oh boy, did he ever? But they said no. Well, maybe not. Wait a minute. No. Rogers stays alive. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. And Wilson has pitched a 1-hitter through 6. High bounder. Taken by the first baseman. They throw. Got him. 3-1 on the putout. Good job of Morley getting over there. They cover the bag. And here's Tommy Geary. Popped out to the shortstop and struck out. Strike this time.
Only takes one, only one.
Tommy, grab the ball. Come on, Tommy!
Now the pitch on the way. In there for a strike.
Anything close.
Now the delivery in the dirt. 1-2. To the right fielder, Tommy Geary. Made a couple of nice catches out in right field today.
2.
And now Gary steps out of the box. Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Second baseman has it. Up throwing. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. The score remains 0-0. Each team now with the stolen base. Eric Wilson faces Steele, Rawlings, and Heckman. Chris Steele, ground ball. One hopper to Sharp over to first. One up, one down. Here's Will Rawlings. High pop-up. Wladek in foul territory. He has it for the out. And here is Justin Hackman. Hackman out on the sacrifice in the 5th. Struck out in the 2nd. Batting here in the 7th. Pitch is low, a ball. Now the pitch on the way. High fly ball. On the run, foul. Woo! Thank you. Loud foul down the line. By Justin Hackman. Down in the corner. Out in the street, really in the ball, boys. Pitches outside, a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-2. If we go extra innings, the pitch is low, ball. 2-2. If we go, or 3-2, make it. If we go extra innings here, the Trevians, I would give the advantage to the Trevians with their pitching staff over Stevenson. There's a high pop-up foul and out of play. Line shot. Base hit. Right down the line. So Hackman with a hit, a single, and here's Price. Matt Price. Trevians, if we get to the 8th, I pop up, foul, out of play. If we get to the 8th, we'll have Marte, Busby, and Gelbert due up. We could be here a while. Great pitcher's duel. Each team, no runs on one hit. Swing and a miss. Strike. High a ball. Hackman threatened to go. Boy, you talk about a player in a unique situation having to come alive and really face a lot of pressure. I think you'd have to say the guy that's really got to do that today is Steve Marte, the catcher for the Trevians. Just a sophomore. And here he is playing for the sectional championship. Swinging a ground ball. Through for the base hit. Second hit of the inning, 2 aboard. And Zanchelli, the batter, 2 out though. So Price with a single, 3rd hit of the ball game for the Stevenson Patriots. Time called. And out goes Chris Piggott. They have a word. Coach Piggott out, they have a word. He looks down the line, sees that Peter Elmer is warming up down there. So the coach, the pitching coach, pretty good catcher, 3-sport athlete. I think he was named the 3-sport the athlete of the decade or something like that. Swinging a high pop-up. Gelber calling for it, has it for the out. And we go to the 8th. No score. We'll be back with more here on the network. Right after. Roll on and on. We've got so much going on. Here's Steve Marte to lead it off here in the 8th inning. Through 7. No run for the Trevians on 2 hits. No errors. And the Stevenson Patriots, no runs on 3 hits and no errors.
All right, Steve, what do you say, kid?
Marte singled 1 of the 2 hits. He and Waddick are the only 2 that have gotten hits for the Trevians. There's a pitch low, a ball. Nice sunshiny day. Wind is blowing in. And the pitchers have done a great job of keeping that ball low. The outfield has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 putouts for the Trevians outfield. And the Stevenson outfield has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 putouts. There's a strike. Knee high, inside corner. Good pitch. Don't complain about it. Good call.
You got it, Steve. Only takes 1, kid.
The Bolchans grab and hold here. 8th inning. High a ball. Now the delivery on the way. Swinging a ground ball. High bounder over the mound. And no one's going to get that one. Call it a hit for Marte. His 2nd hit of the ball game. And Harper comes on as a courtesy runner. Peter Harper leads the Trevians in stolen bases with 40, I want to say 43 or 44. The record is, I think, 58. That's what I want to say it is, 54, 58. There's a bunt. The throw will be to first. The sack works. So Harper on at 2nd. And here's Gelbert. Sacrifice work. Now the pitch on the way. Low ball. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the mound. Up throwing. Got him. 6-3 on the putout. On the play, Harper goes to 3rd. And with 2 out, here's Brian Fritz. Has flown out to center and Flown out to the right fielder and walked his last time up. Stranded at third. Went to third on Loddick's single. There's a strike. Each team now with 3 hits. No runs. As we said, this looks like a great pitcher's duel. Trevians having trouble hitting the left-hander. There's a bunt right down the line. Third baseman has it, throws to first in time, and the inning over. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 1 man left.
Eric, what do you say, kid?
There's a bunt, picked up, throw to first, in time. Loddick had to apply the tag to it just to make sure, and the bunt didn't work. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Morley. There's a strike. Morley walked in the first inning and singled in the fourth, and the courtesy runner tagged out by Loddick, running in from first base as Ackerman kind of got caught between the bases. Now the pitch. No, misses a little bit low and inside. Close, but no cigar. Foul tip. Strike. And before the next pitch, let's pause briefly for station identification. Are watching high school baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Morley continues to bat. Foul ball. Out of play. Each team, no runs on 3 hits. 8th inning. And as we said, we could be here a while yet. Here's the delivery on the way. High a ball. DeMarco on deck. Drew DeMarco. Foul ball. Well, this was a case, as far as Stevenson was concerned, was they weren't expected to get out. I mean, they finished 4th in their conference. Got some great pitching to get here. Ball 4. The second walk issued by Wilson. Third walk issued by Wilson. And here's DeMarco. Shadow's getting a little long. Swinging a ground ball. Gelber has it. Shovels over to first in time to double play. And in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left. We go to the 9th. Still no score. And we play on. We'll be back. Boy, what a great pitcher's duel we got now. We go to the 9th inning. Loddick, Sharp, and Sunheim do up. In the dirt low, a ball. Nothing but goose eggs on the board. Each team, no runs on 3 hits. Morley's walked just 1. On a little more careful count, I find out that Wilson's walked 4. Each team with 3 hits. Trevians have stranded 6. And the Patriots have stranded 6. Through the 8th. Foul ball back.
Let's get all of it this time. Drive the ball. Move up in the box. Let's go.
9th inning. Out of pitch on the way to Loddick. Low and away a ball. Two and one the count. Loddick, sharp, Sunheim. 4, 5, and 6. Due up. Swinging a ground ball. Taken by the shortstop. Price throws to first. In time. Just barely got him. But in time. And there's one away. Here's Matt Sharp. Sharp struck out twice. Grounded into a fielder's choice. But he was safe at first, and so was the runner, Loddick. That was back in the 5th inning when the Trevians had the bases loaded with one out and couldn't get anything home. Foul ball. Or a ball, rather. Now they pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball back. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Second baseman deep to the hole. Throws in time. They say, boy, that looked close. Let's look at that one again. Luke Sunheim. Ninth inning.
Luke, what do you say, kid? Out of here.
Matching goose egg for goose egg. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul ball. Got a little piece of it. Out of pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Picked up. Throw to first. Got him on the tag. And in the inning, 3 up, 3 down for the Trevians. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning, and the Trevians have a new pitcher. Even though Wilson only threw 100 pitches, Trevians with confidence go to the bullpen. And Peter Elmer on in relief of Wilson, who pitched 8 innings, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and of course no runs. So here's Reichert. Reichert, Steele, and Rawlings to face the lefty, rangy, tall left-hander Peter Elmer. There's a pitch low, a ball. Reichert, Steele, and Rawlings. Reichert's flown out to the right fielder all 3 times.
What do you say, kid?
Now the pitch by Elmer. Swinging a foul ball back and out of play.
What do you say, kid?
This has been a great pitcher's duel. A lot of key plays out in that outfield and the infield on both sides. There's a strike. More so for the Trevians. Nice catch by Geary down the line in the 4th inning, and then Loddick followed on the next play with a great running in from from first base of the drop third strike. And then he came in and caught Ackerman for the out. Double played, and the 8th inning, foul ball back, a little piece of it. 2-2 the count. 9th inning. Now the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Again, it is Geary that's going to get this one. Has it for the out. And here's Steele. Chris Steele. He fouls the first pitch off for the strike. Trevians, 3 hits, have stranded 6, been struck out 7 times, only 1 walk, and 1 stolen base. That by Loddick. Trying to entice a throw to allow Prince to come home. Didn't get there. There's a ball in the dirt. Gets away from Marte. So the left-hander, Peter Elmer, on the mound.
Right to the mid, Elmo. Right to the mid, kid.
And Elmer is certainly the player, the pitcher of the future for the Trevians, with both Wilson and, well, all 3 of the 4 technical starters for the Trevians. Seniors, Florsch, Wilson, and Loddick. Though Loddick probably will not see much action through the rest of the playoffs. There's a strike. And the count goes full. 9th inning. Now the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. High bounder taken by Busby. The throw to first. Two up, 2 down. And here's Rawlings. The pitch low, a ball. High, a ball. Rawlings been on base once via a walk, that back in the 5th. Sandwich between a foul pop-up to Loddick and a fly ball to Prince. There's a strike. Will Rawlings, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. And a scoreless tie. Peter Elmer on in relief of Eric Wilson. And his pitch, a high pop-up, foul and out of play. We're here at Niles West, Fitzfield. Now the pitch. Another foul ball down the line. Each team, no runs on 3 hits. Pretty good pitching through 9 innings. Low, a ball. Two out, nobody on. Justin Heckman on deck. Now the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Brian Prince there. Has it for the out. 3 up and 3 down in the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 10th inning. Still no score. And we'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages. Go to the 10th inning. And we could be here for a while. There's a strike, strike 1 to Brian Rogers. Rogers, Geary, Marte. The bottom third of the Trevian order due up. There's a strike. 0-2. Tim Morley has thrown a lot of pitches. He's up about 130. Wilson has gone out after pitching about 100. There's a foul ball. And Peter Elmer on in relief, but Morley's still in there. And I would be a little concerned about blowing out an arm. A ground ball, slow roller, picked up by the shortstop. The throw, not in time. And an infield single for Rogers. Here's Tommy Geary. And we have a pinch runner. On comes Peter Harper to pinch run for Rogers. So the speedster on at first with Harper and Tommy Geary. He's popped out to the shortstop, struck out, grounded out second to first. Throw to first, and Harper not going anywhere. Little slow infield roller. Let's see if the Trevians can do something with this. Swing and a long fly ball. Back she goes. Back to the wall. Off the base of the wall. Here comes Harper to third. Stop sign up, and Harper holds at third. A double by Tommy Geary to the wall. Tommy board in scoring position with nobody out, and John Corwin batting for Marte. Corwin bats for Marte here in the 10th inning. And the Trevians with the best opportunity they've had since the 5th inning. And the infield in to have a word with Morley. Word of encouragement. Infield playing in, looking for the play at the plate. The pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball. So John Corwin comes in off the bench with a chance to give the Trevians the lead here in the 10th inning. And I would say this may well be a case of waiting a little bit too long. Morley has thrown a lot of pitches. He's got to be tired, and that arm's got to be tired. There's a pitch out. Runners weren't going. I thought maybe a suicide squeeze was on. 1-1. Low, a ball, 2-1. Two aboard. Nobody out. Swinging a fly ball to right field. That's going to bring him in. Long run. Taken by the center fielder. And Harper trots home. First run of the ball game. A sacrifice fly by Corwin, and the Trevians are on the board. Nice job of hitting by John Corwin, making sure he got it out to the outfield. Let's watch it again. The reach down game. Now Rogers with that little infield single, and Geary with that shot to the wall. And finally some timely moving the runner along by John Corwin. Here's Chris Busby. A ball to him. Well, we got a new pitcher in there. Matt Price comes in, takes a 1-0 count. I'd be a little concerned too. Price pitched about 120 pitches on Saturday in real time. Here we are playing Tuesday, so 2 days rest, and he's back out there on the mound. There's a strike.
Only takes one, kid. Only one.
Chris Busby bats.
Let him come to you, Buzz.
Look back to Geary. Now the pitch. There's the ball low. Throw back there, and Geary back. Ball got away actually a little bit. No, it didn't. Geary standing on the back. One out. One on at second. Geary with the blast to the fence. That's high, a ball. 3-1 to Busby.
You're in control, Buzz.
He struck out twice, grounded out third to first, and bunted along the runner in the 8th with the sack. And the count goes full to Chris. Full count. 10th inning. Time called.
Way to go, Buzz.
Busby steps out.
Drive one, Buzz.
Matt Price, also a lefty. He beat the Trevians 6-1 on May 1st. And inside a ball. And the Trevians have 2 aboard. Here's Andrew Gelbert. And right away the coach out to have a word with Matt Price. Coach Mackey out to discuss a little bit. Oh, that was Morley before. Morley pitched one more batter. Now he's gone. And here's Matt Price batting. They're coming to take me away. Ha-ha, they're coming to take me away. So now here's Matt Price, the righty, has 146 pitches thrown by Morley. And Price now will face Gelbert. There's some of the crowd. Stuck around for this one. On the Trevian side, hello.
It's just like you're really in 5th grade.
Hi, gang. And there's Gelbert. No errors in the ball game. Some great defense. Great pitching and defense has been the key here. And the Trevians finally got some timely hitting, as they frequently do in the later frames. Pitch outside the ball. They've done this a couple of times. Wish they would have done it a little sooner, but other than that, they've done it a couple of times. Here's the pitch on the way by Price. That's low ball. So Morley. Boy, you don't like to see a player go, a pitcher go like that. 10 innings, 146 pitches. And he stands to be the loser. He got a great ovation from both sides of the field for his performance today. That's a ball high.
Get out, Andrew. It's gotta come to you, Andrew.
2 aboard. 1 out. 10th inning. Swing and a ground ball. To second for the fielder's choice. That's all they'll get. .64 on the putout. And runners at the corners for Brian Pritz. Well, I'd like to see him bust out of this any way he can. Get a hit, get another run across here. Now they look, the pitch on the way, low ball. Last year, Matt Loddick set a record for the most hits in the championship series with 10. And he batted about over 700 down the stretch. I'm sure he'd love to play back down at Geneva with a chance of doing that sort of performance again. That's a ball, gets away. Nobody went. Now Trevians have a fresh pitcher in there. Stevenson has a semi-fresh pitcher. There's a strike. Peter Elmer will face the Patriots in the 9th. There's a swing and a miss, strike. Little flare over the head, gonna drop for the base hit single. And another run comes home. Geary home with the single. A run driven in by Brian Pritz, and it's 2-0. Here's Matt Loddick. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Like swinging for the fences there. Loddick 1 for 3 officially at the plate. He hit by a pitch, been on the base twice. And that swung badly at that one, 0-2. Delivery to pitches low, a ball. No, the runners won't go. Play conservative here. 2 aboard. 2 runs in here in the 10th. 3 hits.
Eyeball him, Matt. Eyeball him.
Trevians with 6 hits. Swing and a ground ball. Little comebacker. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Hold up and go home time. Bottom of the 10th. Trevians now 11 innings without allowing a run. And 17 of allowing just 1. Bottom of the 10th. Hold them and go home time. Bottom third of the order due up. Here's Hackman. Swinging a pop-up foul. Sharp calling for it. Has it for the out. 1 up. 1 down here in the 10th. Here's Price. The pitcher, Matt Price, bats. He's singled back in the 7th inning. Ball.
What do you say, Elmo? What do you say now, kid?
To Rice. The Price. Peter Elmer on the mound in relief. Stands to get the win. Outside a ball. Well, out of the three starters for the three big starters this year for the Trevians, there's one loss between all three of them. That is Florsch that has the one loss. 2-1 the count to Price.
Big D now, let's go, guys.
High pop-up on the run. Geary calls it. Geary has it. 2 down. And here's Zancelli. Last hope for the Stevenson Patriots. Trevians faithful up on their feet a little bit. Beginning the chair. There's a strike. Strike one. 2 out. Bottom of the 10th. Trevians trying to finish it off. On the delivery. Outside a ball.
Take a breath, Pete, take a breath.
Sectional championship. In the dirt, a ball. Well, that was a case of, this has really been a case of waiting too long to get Morley out of there. 3 hits in the top of the frame.
Look at this.
Low a ball. Zancelli draws the walk. A little foul tip, strike to Tyler Simons. Low ball.
What do you say, kid?
Low ball. 2-1. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball through. No, didn't get through, but Sharp knocked it down, couldn't do anything with it. And that's a single. So 2 aboard with 2 out. And here's Morley. He will re-enter. He's been on base 3 or 4 times, 2 walks and a single. Now the look back, the pitch on the way. In there for a strike. And before the next pitch, let's pause briefly for station identification, and we will be right back. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. This is a very long ball game, and as they say, I ran out of tape. We had to go to another tape. Reason we had to take that break. There's a pitch. It gets way in the dirt. And the runners do not advance. Runners on at second and first. Now the pitch on the way. High ball.
Go, Peter! Take it back, Pete. You got him.
Peter Elmer trying to finish it off here. Now the pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Two balls, two strikes, 2 on. Trevians up by 2 runs. Now the pitch on the way. A little foul ball. Off the instep and ache a little bit. There you see the Trevian faithful standing on their feet. Chance to finish it off. Peter Elmer on in relief. Set to get the victory. Here's a little fly ball, and Tommy Geary has it for the out. And the ball game is all over. Trevians are going down state. The new Trier Trevians with the 2-0 victory, and they're headed down state. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. Well, the final word on this one for the Trevians, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. 1 stolen base, that by Loddick. The Trevians received just 2 walks in the game. Great pitching by Tim Morley. 7 strikeouts. They left 8 on base. 2 hit batsmen, both of them in the 5th inning. Loddick and Rogers. For the Stevenson Patriots, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. 1 stolen base. They received 5 walks. 4 by Wilson and 1 by Peter Elmer. 4 strikeouts. They also left 8 on base. The winning pitcher in relief is Peter Elmer. And the loser, despite the excellent effort of him, Tim Morley. Busby went 0 for 3 at the plate officially. 2 strikeouts, a ground out. He bunted once on a sacrifice and was walked in the 10th inning. Gelber, officially 0 for 5. 3 flyouts, one of them foul, a ground out, and a fielder's choice. Brian Pritz was 1 for 4 officially at the plate. He flew out twice, grounded out, a walk and a single. There's the championship trophy. Matt Loddick, 1 for 4 at the plate. A single and a stolen base, hit by a pitch. Grounded out to first, and 2 groundouts, a comebacker, and a ground out to short. Sharp was 0 for 4 at the plate. 2 strikeouts, safe on a fielder's choice and a ground out. Schunheim 0 for 4, 3 groundouts. Rogers 1 for 3. Strikeout, hit by a pitch. Grounded out third to first baseman to the pitcher covering. And singled and scored a run in the 10th inning. Tommy Geary with the big hit of the ball game. Certainly the star of the game today. Geary popped out to the shortstop. Struck out, grounded out, and then hit that blast to the fence in the 10th inning that really set the stage to bust up this game and finish it off. Steve Barte was 2 for 3 at the plate, 2 singles and a strikeout. And Corwin The only other, Corwin, the only other batter for the Trevs. And that key sacrifice that brought home the sacrifice fly that brought home the lone run. So the Trevians, first time in history that they have ever gone downstate 2 years in a row in baseball. Also the first time in history that they've gone downstate in 2 of the 3 major sports, football, basketball, and baseball, having done it in basketball and baseball. Matt Loddick has an opportunity to continue his hot hitting. Trevians are winning with speed, defense, and key hitting. And that has certainly been the case again today. And the Trevians continue on winning through the playoffs now. Let's go back and see what they've done on that score. Let's see. Allowed one run against the Ramblers. 7 runs against Maine South. That's 8 through the playoffs. Against Oak Park, 1 more. That's 9. So 9 runs through the 1, 2, 4 games of the playoffs. This is Mark Braun. Hope you have enjoyed this game, and remind you that we will be back for the playoff action from Geneva, hoping to continue on with their winning ways, heading for the playoffs. So for all of us, this is Mark Braun. Hope you've enjoyed this game. As we say, so long, everybody.